Liverpool could get quadruple boost or blow as vital Premier League talks take place. Liverpool and the rest of the Premier League clubs are awaiting news on quarantine rules that could have a major impact on team selections in the coming weeks. Something has to be done. Liverpool and several other Premier League clubs are currently sweating over a variety of things linked in with the coronavirus pandemic. But the possibility of losing key men for key matches is the next imminent hurdle that needs resolving. As it stands, Liverpool will lose Mohamed Salah, Alisson Becker, Fabinho and Roberto Firmino for 10 days upon their return to England after the upcoming international break thanks to quarantine rules. That means all four will miss Liverpool's trip to Elland Road to take on Leeds United on Sunday, September 12, unless something changes. Brazil take on Peru at 1:30 a.m. UK time on the Friday of that week, September 10. With FIFA having granted permission for extra matches during the international break, which is bad enough. But as well as 3, rather than 2, matches being allowed, with South American nations cramming in a third game after previous matches were postponed due to the pandemic, there is also the quarantining issue to be taken care of. According to the Daily Mail, Premier League chiefs are lobbying government for quarantine exemptions to be brought in for their players. With Champions League games also set to be impacted. Liverpool, of course, are not the only side affected, but they would lose more of their high-profile players to the regulations unless something is done. Manchester United and Manchester City players could also miss up to 4 matches. When they return from the upcoming World Cup qualifiers played in red list countries like Brazil. Argentina and Egypt, while Leeds could be without winger Rafinha. If the quarantining issue is not resolved, players face missing 2 Premier League games. One round of Carabao Cup matches and the opening group stage clashes in the Champions League over the coming weeks. The immediate impact will only be on the September international break, which comes after the Reds take on Chelsea at the weekend. But a month later, there is the October international break, where Manchester United, not Leeds, are the next opponent after that for Liverpool, one of the most important fixtures on the English calendar. Playing that fixture without 4 stars absolutely certain to feature off the bench, if not start, would be far from ideal. In truth, the quarantine issue was something that was raised a few weeks ago. when rules around which countries required quarantining still was high up on the news agenda. At the time, it was pointed out that other sports had not had exemptions granted for them. And therefore football might not either, but it still felt like a solution would inevitably be found. As we edged closer to the point where an announcement would need to be made, time is running out on what could be a decisive factor in deciding where the Premier League title goes. It might only be a few games that are impacted by the decision. But that could prove pivotal with this season's title race set to be tighter than it has been for a good while. Last season, temporary rules allowed teams to prevent their players from going on international duty if they were required to quarantine upon their return. But this year, FIFA has removed that regulation for this campaign. That means another workaround will need to be found soon. Or it could be a rather different-looking Liverpool that face a weakened Leeds and then a depleted Manchester United sometime soon.